4 talented artists of all backgrounds and styles started practicing their craft here, and that includes Justin Walker, a second-generation tattooist who's the owner of Blind Tiger. Access Carolina's Ava Bratz getting to know him today and maybe browsing around some of the influences there on the wall.
Well, when you walk through the doors, immediately you're greeted by a ton of color inspiration. So whether you have an idea or you don't know what you're doing at all when you walk in here, either way, you're going to be set up with Justin Walker. So Justin, you're probably the most expensive man walking around Greenville. I asked how many tattoos he had, and he said, I don't know. They're all just kind of blended. So where did the love come from?
I grew up around tattooing. My dad taught me to tattoo. I did my first one on him when I was 13. Actually,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've just been immersed into the culture since I was really young.
Yeah.
And I started learning from him when I was about 18 in California, and then he moved out here to start a shop in Greer. And after my wife and I got married when we were 19, we moved out here and I started my apprenticeship just as soon as I could, and I've been tattooing for about 11 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and brand new to the West End in Greenville. We're so excited to have your talents, your passions, and taking a look at your incredible shop here. A lot of tigers. Where did that inspiration come from?
So the name is really cool. It actually was a code word used to gain access to speakeasies during the Prohibition era. Ooh. And a cool thing about this area is that when the circus would roll through the town, they would bring one of these speakeasy access with them.
Oh,
and
what?
I thought it was very fitting because a lot of the blue laws and kind of regulations that we face as tattooers are very similar to Prohibition-type blue laws that we've faced before, especially having to measure 1,000 feet from a church school or playground, can't sell merchandise, a lot of these very kind of old laws.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we're happy that you brought kind of that history back, and that's something you're passionate about, with upholding tradition, but kind of adding a little bit of your own twist.
Yeah, definitely. Our mission here is kind of providing an ancient tradition with a modern touch.
Okay. And your style, we were talking a little bit American, traditional, Japanese. How does that come to life in your sketches?
I guess for me, I just try to make tattoos that look like tattoos, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
you know, tattoos have held a very fond and very charming type of look to them over the years that is very deeply rooted in Americana history and Japanese folklore, you know, from ukiyo-e prints. So I like to create imagery that's reminiscent of that, but I'm also very inspired from what I grew up around in Southern California, especially with the Chicana type of art style that's found on the West Coast. So love black and gray, but I try to incorporate those elements into everything I do, and the way that the shop is created to be like a time capsule in that way.
I'd say you definitely accomplished it. Being in here, it's like walking into an art gallery. And speaking of these images you create, they're beautiful, but I'm sure a lot of them tell a story, and most of them probably tell a story. We're going to use you as a human canvas. Is there anything like here or like on this arm that you love to tell people about, something that really means a lot to you?
You know, this dragon that was done by Chris O'Donnell out of New York is really special to me. It was done at a time where I was going through a lot of personal growth, but the dragon is a very powerful symbol for me, and especially with its origins. Each color represents a different type of entity, but I went with blue just to kind of represent the power of strength. And and then on my hand, this was done by Steve Byrne, and this was done at a time after I just left my dad's and was kind of finding myself in the midst of everything, and a lot of my friends had told me I had a heart of gold. So this is kind of a biomechanical or bioorganic style done by Steve with a golden heart inside of a birthing pod.
Outstanding.
So it's not fully created yet, but it's in the works.
Wow. Well, hey, such is life, right? We're always in the works, always evolving, and not only do the shapes and styles mean something, but now I'm learning the colors too. We're gonna toss you. I want to show you guys. Austin is inside one of the workshops right now, one of the studios, where he's going to be getting his tattoo done really soon. Oh wait, not that one. Keep moving. Let's go to the next one. Hi, Austin. We're going to be getting him inked today. I'll show you guys more when we come back.
All right, looking forward to seeing it. Is that something you would ever do, Ava?
Ooh, I don't know. I got a text from my mom in all caps today saying, "Don't you dare."
Okay.
So I kind of want to. We'll see what happens.
You immerse yourself in your reporting sometime. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Ava, thank you.